What is up, Aries? How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and knock out your extended reading for September 2024. I'm just going to do one last swoop across the table and get every crumb left from September before we check to see if timelines changed. All right. So for those of you who would like a personal reading, the information is in the description of this video. All right. I want to start this off with general messages. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but love. What general messages do we have for Aries for September universe? General messages. Uh-oh. Some of you are really freaked out about money right now. I think that's just about everybody, isn't it? I mean, that could probably come out for just about fucking everybody. Everybody I know, from the most successful CEOs and entrepreneurs, even the couple of multimillionaires that I know, have all been freaked out about money over about the last year and a half. So, let's see. Hang on. Boom. Uh-oh. Freaked out about money and your love life. But this isn't a love reading, though. So, okay. Ooh, you do have somebody that you fell out with who is keeping an eye on you. So, I don't know who you fell out with in the past. It's either a friend or family. Again, this is not a love reading. So usually, whoever the first person is that comes to your mind when I say that. For some of you, you might have fell out with your mom, because the mother is the only card that jumped out here that indicates who this would be. But it could be anybody, whoever comes to your mind when I say that. They're keeping a real close eye on you, a real close eye. I kind of feel like they want closure with you, honestly. But they're a little bit too afraid to come forward. They're mainly keeping an eye on you, trying to see if they can figure out whether or not you're still mad at them. I don't think they can really tell exactly where you stand. They are a lot more upset about what happened between the two of you than they're letting on. Like, they may act like they don't give a shit. They may act like they've forgotten about you and they don't care. That's not true. They are keeping a close eye on you, and I do think they want closure. I think they want to make things right with you. So, let's get some general advice. General advice for this situation. Boo boo be doo. Get some general advice for this situation. For Aries, September 2024. General advice. Hey man, Ace of Cups. Hang on. Well, you and this person are karmically tied. And I think you all still have some karma that needs to be cleared. So all I'm going to say is some karma needs to be cleared here. So you can either try to work this out with this person, or you can just go about your life and forget about it and try to bury it and stuff it away, in which case you will be back in the next lifetime trying it all over again. Or you can do the work to transmute the energy and cut this contract. But I'm really honestly thinking this is a pretty important soul contract. So, do you think, I'm just going to ask you this, because you're the one that knows this person. Do you think it's possible that you could reconnect with this person without going through a repeat cycle of what happened last time? Do you think that's possible? For the few of you who have already been around the block on and off, like especially if it's a family member, you know, like I know there's at least one or two of you who have been going around and around with your mom for like 10, 15 years. And you already know when I talk to my mom, she's a bitch. It ain't going to go nowhere. It's going to be a fight. Then okay, then don't do that. Cool. Totally understand. But if it was like an old friend or something like that, maybe think about reaching out. Seeing if you can at least get closure. Because this is a pretty important karmic contract. I would at least say spend the entirety of September seriously, possibly contemplating reaching out and maybe seeing if you can at least clear the air with this person. Because it's weighing you down pretty heavily, whether you realize it or not. Which some of you don't even realize how heavily that's weighing you down. All right. All right. Now let's move on. Let's go ahead and go to the past person. Let's see what's going on with your ex. Is there anything else on the table? Did I leave anything out for September about Aries and their ex? Or whoever you dealt with in the past, whoever you got past history with. Got that Knight of Pentacles there. So honestly, this person is slowly inching their way towards you, very slowly. Very slowly. They could be doing little things here and there to try to get your attention. They do miss you. Oh, they miss what y'all had. They are slowly inching their way towards you. Yup. Slowly inching their way towards you, trying to get your attention. But it's honestly kind of looking like, though, that if they don't get at least a bite, any kind of reaction or anything, and they're probably going to throw in the white towel and just move on from this. I think they're too scared to straight up come forward. They're too scared to just show up in your inbox. I kind of feel like they want to apologize. I think so. I don't know, though. With the Seven of Swords reversed and the Five of Pentacles, these two energies are kind of contradictory. It's like they want to apologize, but then at the same time, they're playing the victim. But then they want to apologize, but then they're playing the victim. I'm sorry that I talked to you that way, but God damn it, you made me talk to you that way. But I'm sorry I said that. But you should stop doing this and this and that. And you know what I'm saying? They kind of flipping, flopping back and forth between wanting to apologize and playing the victim. Okay. Well, we pretty much got the outcome there, I think. Let's get the advice for this situation. What is the advice for that situation? Ooh. This is saying don't communicate with this person. Why? I wasn't expecting that. Why not? Last shuffle. Why not? Woo, 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 woo. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Strength card. Ooh. Oh. Well, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the obvious. When it all comes down to it, this person is still playing the victim. Even if they do apologize, they're still in victim mode, right? Even if they apologize. Like, maybe they said something or did something horrible, and they're sorry that they did it, but they're still in victim mode. And that ain't going to do nothing but create a repeat cycle. If we are not willing to completely throw it to the side, it's going to be a repeat cycle. But here's what I didn't expect. It's time for your person to come in. Your actual person. And reconnecting with this person will push that timeline out. So let's see if we can meet in the middle. You know what? Never mind. Don't do that. I was going to say shoot them a closure message. I wouldn't do that right now, though. I would hold off on that for a little bit. Because while this person is still inching towards you, if you shoot them a closure message, that's a bite. They're going to grab onto that and they're going to use it for everything that they hold off on that for a little bit. Hold off on that. You got some major blessings waiting for you on the horizon. Hold off on getting closure with this person. I wouldn't completely abandon that idea altogether. Okay? Because even when the universe does bring you your actual person, you're still going to have to work on clearing and releasing old energy. Okay? That's a whole different topic, but let's hold off on that for now. You got blessings coming in for you that's going to make you look back on this person and laugh. Promise you that. All right. Let's see what's going on with those of you in a long-term relationship. What's going on with the Aries in a long-term relationship? Two of Swords. You don't even know if it's worth it, do you? Two shuffles for the Two of Swords. Seven of Cups reversed. You don't know if it's worth it, but you're too afraid of starting over and starting new and starting fresh. I think some of you have just been with this person for so damn long that they're your comfort zone. It may be toxic. Y'all may not love each other. I don't honestly feel like there's any love in this situation at all. I don't feel like it. It don't feel like it. I don't see anything here in this spread that indicates even a smidget of a mutual love connection. But I think for a lot of you, this person has become your comfort zone and you're just afraid of the new and the unknown. So, doesn't look like a whole lot's happening here. I do think, though, that this connection did expire a long time ago, though. Could be a Cancer for some of you. You know intuitively that this situation expired a long time ago. You know that intuitively. Okay. The two of you do not speak the same language at all. At all, at all. At all, at all, at all, at all. Let's see how they feel about you. How does the current long-term partner feel about Aries? What's their energy and intentions look like? Ooh, they feel like it's nothing but drama. They feel like you're very argumentative, maybe very quick-tempered. Feel like it's too much drama. They feel the same way you do. They don't know if it's worth it either. They're up in their head, not sure what they want to do. They feel the same way you do. So if you're wondering how this person feels, same way you feel. They can kind of tell that this situation expired a long time ago. They're contemplating whether or not they should just go be alone. But at the same time, they're a little bit too afraid to start new and start fresh too. So y'all are very much mirroring each other. They feel the same way you do. Does this need advice? Does it need advice? Let's see. Well, here's the advice. Five of Cups reversed. Hang on. Empress reversed. Hang on, let me see what all comes out first before I say anything. Okay, all right, okay. So, yeah, there's like virtually no wiggle room here in this advice at all. Like virtually none. So you have one or two choices. Either leave or quit complaining and deal with it. That's like your only two choices, dude. It's like your only two choices. Now it's kind of hard to throw a blanket over things like this, and it's hard to talk generally because, every situation is different. Everybody's path is different, but very generally speaking, the vast majority of the most important changes that need to be made between two people in a relationship need to be done in the first 5 years. Now, is that all of the changes? No. It's a never-ending growth and evolutionary process. But the big things, and even when the universe brings you your divine life partner, you're still going to have to make big changes. You're still going to have to grow and evolve into a different version of yourself. But the majority of the big changes, the big ones that are going to make or break the life that we have together, when we very first come together for the first year, if we're not really liking the life that we have for the first year, we want more, we want to become more, we want to grow and evolve, that's cool. Well, we're going to have to make some major changes between ourselves in the next 5 years. After 5 years, though, for the very most part, what you fucking got's what you fucking got. Now, I'm not saying nothing will change. You can still make little tweaks here and there. But for the big things, like, for example, let me paint up a scenario. Let's say the two of you live in a household where you have a combined income of $50,000 a year, and you don't like the area of town that you live in, and little things like that. Like the look of your life, the lifestyle that you live. Well, if we ain't put forth the work, the energy, and the effort together as a team in the first 5 years to really work to climb up out of that, after 5 years, it ain't fucking happening. It more than likely ain't happening. Now, there's exceptions to everything, okay? I'm not saying that it has never happened, but very generally speaking, 95% of the time, after 5 years, what you got's what you fucking got. So for those of you who have been with this person for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, either leave or just step back and accept that this is what I got and this is what I'm going to stay with for the rest of my life. That's basically it. So, all right, what the hell should I read next? Let's see. What should I read next? Let's just do singles. Singles and the person you're interested in. Not what's coming in, but I want to see what's happening between the single Aries and your love interest. Person Aries is interested in. What's happening in September? Anything I left out? Anything else Aries needs to hear about their love interest? Queen of Cups reversed. You're still not really showing them exactly how you feel. Not all of it. Maybe a little bit. Some of you may flirt a little bit here and there, but you're not really opening up and showing this person the deepest depths of how you feel about it. So, hang on. Boo! Some of you, there could be a third party in the way. I know that's not all of you, so if you don't know that for sure, then just chuck that to the side. Okay. Well, I don't know. You're having a hard time figuring out whether or not this person's even just a straight up player. There's a part of you that really, really likes them and wants to be with them, but there's some other part of you that wonders if they're a player that you shouldn't even be messing with. So I think you're contemplating, I don't know, you're really trying to figure out this person's energy and intentions. I don't know. Some of you are just going to abandon this situation altogether. Because you can't figure out, there's a part of you that is convinced that they're in love with you. And there's another part of you that's like, well, maybe they're just a fucking player. I can't figure out which one it is. So some of you might just get tired of it and say, fuck it, and abandon this. Okay. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Scorpio, Libra, Could be a fellow Aries, but I think that's your energy. Also got Virgo here. Well, let's see how they feel about you. How does Aries love interest feel about them, universe? Whoops. Now, the deck's getting an attitude with me. How about this one? All right. Not that one either. No, hang on, y'all. Let me get a deck that'll talk to me. How about this one? All right, there we go. How's Aries love interest feel about them? Well, 9 of Pentacles. Maybe this person just kind of would rather be single. For some of you, they would either rather be single or they've been single for so long that maybe they've just been out of the dating game for too long. They're not afraid of being single, though. I'll tell you that much. How do they feel about you? What's their energy look like? Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, I hate it when it comes through like this. This is so fucking annoying. Okay, so there's 2 groups of you. Okay, I got to split this down the middle, and this is 2 groups of you. There's one group of you who has never said or done anything to indicate your feelings for this person. There's another group of you where it's known, right? We kind of talking, we flirting. Some of us are even trying to get this up off the ground. Now, for those of you who have never said or done anything to indicate your interest to this person, they aren't even looking at you. They admire you. They kind of hold you to a pretty high regard. But as far as an emotional, like, love connection, I don't even think that thought has crossed their mind. Now, for those of you who are, like, it's known, right? We talking, we flirting, we seeing each other, we dating, shit, we may even be fucking, right? I think you intimidate them a little bit. They know that in order to be with you, they really gonna have to step their game up. And they're not 100% sure whether or not it would be worth it. They don't know if it will be worth putting forth the work. Because they know, I mean, don't take us the wrong way, Aries, but you a piece of work. You a piece of work. They know that you're gonna be a piece of work to be with. So they're trying to think, God damn, man, would it be worth it? Would it be worth committing to this and putting forth the hard work and effort to be with you? Or would I end up just completely fucking wasting my time? That's what they're trying to figure out, because you intimidate them. They find you intimidating, Aries. They ain't a player, to answer your question. No, they're not. They ain't playing games with you. They're not stringing you along. They ain't trying to lead you on. They're not trying to manipulate you. No. They just find you a bit intimidating, and they don't know if they want to take the chance of possibly wasting their time. Not saying that they would or they wouldn't, but that's just where they're at with it, you know? All right, well, let's see the outcome of this situation. Will a love offer be made? 7 of Swords reversed. What? Seven of Wands reversed. If you're waiting on them to make a love offer, I don't really think they're doing it. Or if you're waiting on them to make whatever offer they need to make to take things to the next level. So whatever level y'all are at right now, okay? Whether you're in the talking phase or in the dating phase or in the fucking phase or whatever phase you're in, whatever the next level is, they're not taking the initiative to take things to that level. So it's looking like if you don't take initiative, it's a plateau for the rest of September. Let's see what the advice is. Let's see if it's a good idea for you to take that initiative. Would that be a good idea for Aries? to take initiative. What's the advice for Aries in this situation? What is the advice? Two of Pentacles reversed. Why does it got to come straight out the gate like that? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the card said. This isn't what Rich Lop said. This is what the card said. This is saying it's time to drop it. Why? Why should Aries drop this situation? Why? It's saying walk away. Why? Because this person's too indecisive, and this person isn't connecting with you on a deep emotional level. So the confusion that you're feeling right now between the two of you is never going to resolve itself. Even if you did come forward and take initiative and say, hey, are we doing this or are we not? Let's take this to the next level. And let's say they agree. They acquiesce to taking things to the next level with you. They still got their fucking walls 10 motherfucking miles high. 10 miles high, right? They're keeping you at an arm's distance. You ain't got no tolerance for that bullshit. You ain't gonna put up with that. You ain't gonna put up with that for a fucking minute. And you may not think it right now because that's not the way the energetic dynamic is between the two of you. But just you wait. You mark my word. Y'all take things to that level. The energy is going to change. The wall's going to go up 10 miles high. You're going to start getting really frustrated, really irritated, and really pissed off. And Aries don't waste a whole lot of time bottling that shit in. I ain't never met one that does. There may be one or two of you out there. It's like, hey, don't throw that stigma on me. I'm very well-mannered and well-tempered. Well, you're one of the rare ones if you're an Aries that, you're a rare breed. If you're a quiet, calm Aries that's very, very cool and collected, you're a very rare breed. I ain't never met a goddamn Aries in my life that bottles up their fucking temper when they're frustrated about something, right? I think it falls out of your mouth before you even realize what's going on in there, right? So, it's a ticking time bomb. That's what this is saying. That's not Rich Lop's advice. Let me see if I can come up with some of my own personal advice for that. Shit. How about this? I would dedicate no less than the entirety of September to doing the best that you can to make sure that this person feels comfortable letting their walls down, right? And I know that's a slippery, fucking sloppy subject because it's not all on you, right? The way this person behaves and feels is not your responsibility. But the only thing that you can do is make 100% sure that it is known that, hey, when you around me, we cool. You cool. I ain't judging you for nothing. I'm not gonna blame you for nothing. I got a fucked up past too. I've done some dumbass shit too. Maybe I'll open up and share my embarrassing ass shit from the past and let you in on some of the skeletons I got in my closet so you'll know that, hey, your secrets are safe with me. I'm a human too. I've done dumb shit too. I have an embarrassing past too. Like, I look back on some of the shit I've done and I cringe so bad, like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Maybe I'll open up and let you in on some of that so you'll know that you can let your walls down and, like, your secrets are safe with me. So, but here's the thing. This is the caveat to that. If that person is hiding from themselves, they ain't gonna let nobody in. Why would they let you in when they don't even want to let themselves in? That's the thing. That's where it gets slippery and dicey. Whoops, kicked my tripod. That's where it gets slippery and dicey because there's a lot of people out there who they have their walls up not to just keep other people out, but a lot of people have this deep, dark dungeon of demons and skeletons that they themselves don't even want to face. So if they don't even want to face themselves, you think they're going to let you see what's going on down there? Hell no. They don't even want to look at it. They don't even want to face it, let alone let somebody else see what's going on down there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do if I was you. And by October 1st, if this person's walls are still 10 miles high, then walk away. How about that? Is that a better meet in the middle than the tarot just says, fucking drop this shit and fucking walk away from it? Let's see if we can at least do something to try to push this off onto a different timeline, right? All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aries family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Got a couple of things to talk about while I got you all in the chat here. Some of you may have seen that my wife and I just went live on TikTok earlier, and I was answering little questions with the tarot, and we were chatting with people and shit. Just because I just want to get familiar with TikTok. For the past year or so, I've been trying to play with TikTok, but it's so weird and foreign to me that I couldn't stand it. So we've got this little thing going on now where we're gonna, at some point in time, once a week, we're gonna go live on TikTok, and I'll answer little questions with the tarot and whatnot. So if you want to check that out, you can follow me on TikTok. Also, I did create a new YouTube channel that is dedicated to nothing but music and guitar. Because some of you may have seen, I just recently picked the guitar back up. And the guitar, I'm gonna tell y'all what right now, man, I tried to bury it. I tried to stuff it away. I tried to get rid of it, but music is just in my roots. I was born into a musical family, brought up into a musical family, and music is just in my roots. I can't bury that. So it has reemerged, and I've created a new YouTube channel. Not sure where I'm gonna go with it yet. So far, I just have a little tutorial on finger tapping and got a couple of videos on there. Don't know where I'm going with it yet. I'm just gonna kind of do what I feel in the moment. But if you're curious about that YouTube channel, so far the name is Rich Lops Music Channel. That may be up for being changed in the future, but that's what I'm calling it for now. So if you type that in the search bar and then click filters and channel, that should come up. There's getting close to 300 of you on there now, which I didn't really expect. But also, don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. For the remainder of September, my full personal readings are half price to commemorate my 6 years reading tarot on YouTube. So anyway, y'all, I'm out of here now. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.